fast react to that. We're in Hondo, Texas. I got a white and red spinnerbait. But we're down in the creek, pretty shallow, not too deep, just working along. My buddy Alan over there, I don't know if you can see him. Tell me he's already got on 2 of them. They started hitting pretty good once when the rain started. We were out here about 5:45 and having us a good time, folks. Probably 75 degrees with a 4-mile-an-hour wind. They're hitting just fine. Tune in later. Show you how to cook some good fish. Get sick on me. There's another little spot. Doing pretty good. Buddy Alan working his pole. And it's a pretty good cast. Walking through here on this beautiful Monday morning. There's a catch for right now. Cook them up later for lunch. Come back with some kayaks. Got us those 6-pound lunker, boys. Yeah. Okay, folks, the main thing is you don't want to be making a lot of noise in the water. So you're gonna stay far away and you're gonna cast right there. You're just gonna sit right under that tree. There's a lot of cover, so there's a lot of little bugs and stuff that may be falling in the water to feed them. So they'll stack up in there not only for food, but for cover. There's limbs all down there, and they're just gonna want to stack in there for protection as if there's a home. He's just working it on the bottom. You're gonna come here on this fin. Cut that off, right there. Just like that. See, now when you lift here on this gill, right here, there's these in there, and those hold a lot of blood. So you want to get those out. Those are called the gills. You gotta get these out. And the way you do that is you clip it right here. That little wire right there, you're gonna clip that with the scissors. How it should look with the gills out. There should be nothing in there. So once when you get the gills out, you see that little right there? You know, where they use the potty? You're gonna stick your blade in that hole. You're gonna cut all the way down to where you took the gills out. And you take the guts out. It's gonna look like this, nice and clean in there. Nice and clean, no gills, no guts. Just like that. So, now that you've successfully gilled and gutted your fish, you're gonna take it and you're gonna set it down. Now, you know, this isn't a very, I guess you'd call it a cutting board or whatever to keep your fish still, but you're just gonna drag your knife along like that. And you see how you pick up these scales right here? Just gonna drag it along the fish. And it's called scaling your fish. Just like that, you have a bunch of scales right there. You'll have your fish. Now you should be able to just go right here and you shouldn't feel any. Just go along the side, pick up whatever's there, and now you're just gonna go inside, rinse your fish off, and it's ready to be cooked. All right, so now that you've done this one, you're prepped and ready to go to the kitchen. But first, make sure you wash. You don't want any slime, you don't want any blood on your fish. Wash, pat dry, and then finish. All right, so now, got some paper towels. Come over here. You're gonna wipe them down. They don't have to be super dry. Satisfying meat slap on the pan. But you do want them a little dry. After that, get your piece of foil. After the foil fell, you know, someone put your fish in the foil. You don't want to make it where liquid cannot come out of the foil. Get your another piece, tear it no matter how long. Go like that. Just like that. See, you have your 2 fish. Now for the ingredients. So, liquid butter. You want a lot of it. Like the whole jug worth on it. If you run out of that. Yes, sir. That's what you want for your liquids. And remember, if you're a great chef, you don't measure anything. All right, so you got lemon pepper, onion powder, garlic salt, season it all. Now, if you're white or a wussy, you may not want this because it might burn your mouth. But if you look like Alan, turn the camera, Alan. Big boy, you're gonna want it. So, you got these. I'll give you a little shot of everything you need. Right here. Then of course, because you just had a crawfish boil, you can add that for some seasoning spice. Onion powder. Again, we measured nothing here. Garlic salt, go light. You don't want things getting too salty now. Season it all. It don't really matter. Put whatever. It's my favorite piece. Lemon pepper. Get as much as you want. Really don't matter. Crushed red peppers. Which will take a very good look. You got your salt.
Oh, we don't measure nothing.
This makes it spicy.
Oh, that's way too much.
Yes, sir. You have just successfully seasoned and cleaned your fish. Before we get too far ahead on this, we want to preheat the oven to 455 or 50, whichever one. Really doesn't matter. It's 5 degrees. So now you come here. You're gonna fold here. Now you're gonna fold back over so that heat can escape. You're gonna put a ball here by its head, twist it, lay it over. Same thing, work to the tail, find where the fish ends, twist it, pull over. It's not airtight, but it will keep like 90 or so % of moisture in there. Same thing, roll it over. Find where the fish is not, twist it, lay it back over. Find where the fish is not, twist it, lay it back over. Just like that. Now, once this oven is preheated, we're gonna set our timer to 45 minutes. Now that makes sure no bacteria from the creek or anything, everything will die if it cooks for that long. And hopefully the meat should fall right off the bone. All right, boudin is really good. You can also eat that with your fish on the side or the crawfish, anything. Great, I'll show you a picture of it. Now that the time is up. Ooh, we got a leakage. It'll be all right. If only the camera could do justice of the smell right now. This is how it will look when you're done. The way you know it's done, for sure, is when you get your pearl from the eye. You should be done, let it cool, and I'll show you how to properly eat this and not get bones in your meat so you can feed it to a younger child, or maybe even make sandwiches out of it. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, you come over here with your fork, Just peel that skin back. The reason why I left it on there is to keep moisture in there. Alan, would you cut it out, Alan?
What am I doing?
Throwing plates? God damn. And there you go. Right there, boys. Greatness. Greatness. Sandwich. Get you some creamy pepper sauce. Slab cheese. A big dancing boy. Warm up your pan. Once it's hot enough for this to brown, put some butter on here. Cook your buns. You're gonna take the fish. You're gonna get a fillet. Pull it up. Smack it on that sandwich. And there you go. You see this right here, all these bones? Come right here. Grab that tail. And you ought to just be able to. Yes, sir. Now that's a slab of meat, boys. Yeah, look at that. Lucky here. Get the cheese, slap it on your bun. Yes, sir. Then you get your creamy pepper sauce. Put it on your bun. Now to achieve greatness, come this way. After you pull that bone out, there's no bones in here. So you get a slab of meat like you want. Just like that. Yes, sir. And just like that, you got your sandwich. Yes, sir. You gonna put your cheese on top and then put some more creamy pepper sauce on that bun? Cheese on top. And more creamy pepper sauce. Yes, sir. Get her done. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Helps out the channel a lot. And tune in later, folks.